looking at me.
Yo, what's going on, folks? How you doing? Mighty here. I'm doing alright, I suppose, even though technically I'm not. And forgive me if I'm not in a high spirit or look half a mess there. It's just that I didn't have a good morning at all. And no surprising how Tuesday mornings are. And half of the people don't show up and don't take their positions. And I had to do a lot of downloading from one cargo to another. And it takes forever. And it's just ridiculous, but it had to be done, and it's just completely stupid, but I get it. I mean, it's just always going to be that busy, and yet I just don't like it. So yeah, I am pretty stressed out and overwhelmed, and I'm still having a little effects from it, but at least it's over, and I should be grateful that I am off from today and tomorrow, so at least I could just cool my mind. So again, I apologize to, unload all this, and that you need to hear that. I know that most people don't want to, hear about the stressful works, and I'm pretty sure that some of you don't care much about Marvel Comics, but I did hear there's going to be a collaboration with Iron Maiden. And when I heard about this, it was mentioned on Twitter, and that sounds pretty cool if you ask me. So I guess what's going to happen is I guess it's going to be like a couple of variant covers, or there's going to be like a one shot. I don't know. I mean, this would be interesting though. But this is me just trying to move on, so hopefully that you can understand, and we'll just take it from here. So I got a new request from Shadow, and when he also mentioned that Kevin Owens is going to be joining the Bloodline, I was like, what? And it turns out that it was just a prank that was that I think that was done on Twitter. I could be wrong about that, but that's what he just informed me that. I was like, nah, not Kevin. No. He's always a loner, because that's just who he is. But I am going to check out the latest video from Wrestlamia, and I think this has to do with the Broken Silent from John Morrison, aka Johnny Drip Drip, and also I think it's also here that the removing the gimmicks. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this, and time to react.
What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a Wyatt family reunion, WWE dropping a controversial character, John Morrison breaks his silence about his WWE firing, WWE desperate for fans' input about NXT 2.0, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE desperate for fans' help with NXT. Now, interesting news concerning the WWE's revamp of the former black and gold brand, as PW Insider's Mike Johnson is reporting that they're looking for the fans' opinion on NXT 2.0. WWE issued a survey to fans on their mailing list today, sending feedback on NXT 2.0 and what fans thought of the quality of the programming, talent, and TV product. The survey specifically asked fans if they watched the previous incarnation of WWE NXT and whether they thought the current version was better, the same, or worse than the initial NXT version. Now, although NXT 2.0 initially brought in eyeballs, it hasn't shown a major increase in the ratings, leading some fans and critics to question whether the WWE should have made such revolutionary changes to the program. Johnson elaborated further on the survey, saying, fans were also specifically asked to rate the outcomes of the matches, the look and aesthetic of the show, the quality of wrestling, the variety of stars featured, providing unexpected moments, the storylines during the show, the quality of the matches, the level of excitement during the show, whether it was entertaining from start to finish, the athleticism of the stars, the length of the show, and the entertainment value of the show. According to
they've been
PW
asking a
Insider,
lot
some of the questions
questions.
fans were asked to agree
And
or
many
disagree, which
is
included
tasty.
the show has many unique and exciting characters. I enjoy the athleticism of the wrestling talent on the show. The show has some of my favorite personal wrestling characters. Character development is believable. Now, it's always interesting when the WWE surveys its fans, because many fans think that WWE's product is an indication that the company does whatever it wants, regardless of the fans' wishes. Now, we have 2 survey questions the WWE should ask the WWE Universe about next. What should NXT 2.0's nickname be now that NXT is no longer the black and gold brand? And is the survey evidence Vince McMahon is already disappointed with NXT 2.0? What do you guys
already
think?
that
Let us know in the
fast.
comments down below. Next up, Nia Jax shares her new name. Now, if you're wondering what's going on with recently released WWE superstar Nia Jax, well, a recent tweet from the former Raw Women's Champion and 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion revealed her new name, Lena Fanin. Fanin, real name Savalina
What?
Faline, is currently waiting for her non-compete clause to expire. What do you think of her new name? Let us know in the comments down
I don't
below.
know.
Next up, a Wyatt family mini reunion. Now, it's exciting news for fans of the WWE faction, the Wyatt family, as fans attending the recent WrestleCade convention got to see 2 former Wyatt family members as Adam Scherr, aka Braun Strowman, and Eric Redbeard, aka
Wait,
Eric Rowan,
oh,
together.
so
Both men were present at
Redbeard
the
is the
event,
last
with Scherr
name.
tweeting a photo
Dope
of himself
last
and
name.
Redbeard and the caption, "Family." The Wyatt family remains a highly regarded faction amongst wrestling fans, and while
They
none
were
of its
the best
members remain in the
faction ever.
WWE, fans wonder whether they'll reunite somewhere else. While that remains to be seen, this brief
Okay,
reunion
so
of Scherr and
that's the
Redbeard will likely
recent
have fans
photo.
speculating as they and Wyndham
Cool.
Rotunda remain free agents. Next up, WWE dropping a controversial character on NXT. The WWE has made some major revamps of NXT, bringing in a number of new superstars for its NXT 2.0 show, one of them being blonde bombshell Tiffany Stratton. Fans who tuned into
that's
last week's
her.
NXT saw a hype
I've
video
seen
for
the
Stratton,
promos
who
that was
billed as
last
a rich,
week.
spoiled brat, aka a daddy's girl. However,
typical.
Brian Alvarez is reporting daddy's girl could be a gone girl. Alvarez discussed the situation on the Wrestling Observer Live, saying, "I don't know if it's because of me, okay? I'm not going to take credit for this, but I couldn't help but hear within the last few hours that they may now be backing away from this daddy's girl character, so we'll see. I'm not sure how many vignettes they've already shot, but if she's no longer talking about daddy, then you'll know why. You heard it here first." Now, have you guys seen the video? We have, and
Yes.
it's difficult to understand why anyone but the most sensitive would take any offense from the video. If fans wanted something offensive, then they should look at the much maligned Beaver cleavage videos that saw the WWE drop the character faster than Brock Lesnar dropped Kofi Kingston on the 2019 SmackDown. Next up, Bryan Danielson calls Darby Allin reckless. Now that Bryan Danielson is in AEW, he has a whole host of potential
In case
opponents,
anyone didn't
many
caught
of whom
on the
he's never
speed,
faced before.
Daniel
One such
Bryanson
opponent
is
is
a heel
Darby Allin,
turn.
the high-flying daredevil who is
I just wanna
constantly
let y'all
amazing
know about
fans
that.
with his gravity-defying moves and willingness to sacrifice his own body. However, is Allen's appetite for destruction too much for Danielson to deal with? Well, Bryan recently spoke with the Casual Conversations podcast about possibly fighting the former TNT champion. There's Darby Allin, who I think is just fantastic. I worry about him physically, all the stuff he puts his body through. They're all kinda different. Dante is doing this incredible high flying. Darby does stuff that seems a little reckless, but I find him to be very psychologically sound and also this great character. Now, a recent interview with Barstool Sports shows Allen is all about getting into the ring with Danielson, and if possible, he wants to face him when AEW debuts in Seattle. He said, "My goal is whenever we debut for Seattle to be the first time we wrestle. It'd be lots of fun, good energy." Allen praised Bryan's work ethic and lack of ego. He goes out there every week. It seems like he has these crazy matches. It's awesome because there's no ego. Like, I only wrestle on pay-per-views. Could have sworn he was on Dark. He was on Dark. That's pretty cool. It sounds like fans can expect to see Danielson and Darby square off sometime in the near future.
I hope so.
Next up, was Mustafa Ali scheduled for Survivor Series?
Huh?
Did Mustafa Ali get the short end of the stick again from the WWE? That's the question some fans asked after Ali missed this year's Survivor Series. Although he isn't a top star in WWE, it caught some by surprise when he missed out on the show's 25-man battle royal that celebrated the 25th anniversary of The Rock's
think
debut
that was
at
probably
the 96
from
Survivor
the
Series. However,
kickoff.
Fightful Select reports Ali asked for the time off, hence his absence from the event. Child. Now, Ali isn't the only
yes.
WWE superstar
I've
taking off
seen
time
recent
to welcome
of
a
his
new
photos
family member.
that
As
was
it's been
shown on
revealed,
Twitter.
Kofi Kingston has been off television in order to celebrate the birth of his third child. We'd like to congratulate both families and wish them all the best as they celebrate this huge moment. Next up, John Morrison breaks his silence
go.
on the firing. John Hennigan, aka former WWE superstar John Morrison, is one of the latest WWE superstars to get the heave-ho, and now the Shaman of Sexy is talking about what happened. Hennigan took to Instagram to let his fans know, "To everyone who took part in my journey into the amazing world of professional wrestling, thank you for enhancing my life." The post included a video message from Hennigan as well as an excerpt which follows. Aquaholics, Jomo Sapiens, John Chirage, Slamtonians, I want you all to know how grateful I am for the support you gave me during this past run with the WWE. I also want to know that I did in fact receive a phone call from John Laurinaitis, during which he told me that my services as a talent were no longer required by WWE. I didn't even get a best of luck in your future endeavors. I mean, if you're gonna let me go, at least hit your catchphrase, right? The WWE's apparent failure to send him on his way with the traditional tagline is certain to raise eyebrows as fans wonder if Hennigan left under less than rosy circumstances. Hennigan, whose wife Taya Valkyrie was released just weeks before him, added that his recent run meant so much to him, explaining, "I saw and spoke to people that I hadn't seen in 10 years. The former Johnny Nitro didn't seem to have any problem putting opponents over, noting, "The whole idea of making yourself look bad to make someone else look good is a strange thing, but for me, it's such an important part of what I do." Hennigan just turned 42 and still has all the moves to make him a featured player wherever he goes.
He's still in
Would you guys
great
like to see
shape.
him return to wrestling, and if so, where? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, has Kevin Owens joined the Bloodline?
Here it is.
Last but not least, a recent tweet from a fan who attended the WWE Super Show in Virginia is claiming Kevin Owens wore a Bloodline t-shirt during Big E's WWE Championship defense against the almighty Bobby Lashley. Twitter user Timmy Edwards Jr. posted what he claims to be is a picture of KO wearing a Bloodline t-shirt along with the message, "Kevin Owens joined the Bloodline." Twitter user Calvin also shared a picture of Lashley versus Big E, claiming, "I might not have slept in days, but seeing Kevin Owens jump out of the ring, sit down and do the New Day Rocks clap while wearing a Roman Reigns shirt, worth it." But fans who have attended house shows know the WWE sometimes allow its superstars more leeway in what they do, which could explain Owens' alleged actions. Given the difficulty in verifying reports from house shows, this is a story that could be a prank from fans or a case of Owens giving the fans something to talk about. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
Okay, now I got to see that. It's honestly, I can't tell if that picture looks legit. If you ask me, I think it's very likely that was done on Photoshop and made a crop. A crop that looked like a legit shirt, but there's no proof of that. Okay, so it was a prank that was intentionally just to bring the attention to the fans. Okay, now I get to see that. I thought it would. But yeah, Shadow did mention it. But WWE brings a survey to the fans to ask a lot of questions of what their thoughts about NXT 2.0. Yikes, that's I guess they have to be that concerned. And don't get me wrong, it is still NXT, and I still enjoy some of the matches. Personally, for me, that I prefer that stick to of the black and gold, because that's where it's at. Because quote unquote, we are NXT, and I do feel bad for John Hennigan, aka John Morrison, has to leave the company. But the good news is that he is reunited with Tara Valkyrie, so it's very likely that those two would be on a spot for Impact Wrestling. So I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, could they ever go to AEW? I mean, it's already booked with a lot of all-star wrestlers that already participate for this one. But yeah, I like to see where those two gonna go. And nice shot between Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan. I hope that we do get a reunion, because it would be a mind-boggling just to see that, and just see the faction in a whole new look. And I still like to know exactly where Bray Wyatt is going to lead to. Yeah, that's a good question because he is considered as a free agent, and we don't see him that much. But I would like to see just to give just a glimpse of what he looks like now. Nia Jax is Lena. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure if I feel of it. And I think that she also has her own website, which is basically all the images of the photos of her previous matches, and not to mention the merch when the name is still Nia Jax. Yeah. Her website still exists, and lots of slide photos. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take some time for me to accept that, but yeah. But thank you, Shadow, for this clip, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with this, and at least that's the chick that just released one of her promos. Yeah, I could see that could be that's a controversial, and that the yeah, I don't know. This is a little too much there. But I am looking forward to War Games. That's going to be coming out this Sunday. And ironically, that's going to be the same time of my birthday. So definitely I am going to be watching nonstop. So hopefully that I won't pass out. Well, I think that's going to be it for right now. So I am going to be okay. This is me just trying to move on, just letting it go and try to bring the smile back. But more importantly, I'll be fine though. So it's just one of those days. But as usual, if you guys do enjoy this and if you like it, and more importantly, what did you think of this so far? So leave a like and also leave a comment down below, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So take care, guys, and be safe.